to clear your headspace. I'm going to teach you 2 ways that you can clear your headspace so that you can get clarity, you can get confidence, and the first thing that you want to do is you want to look at your upper limit. What does that mean? Every human being on the planet, you and I, we have a thermostat of how much good we can feel. So for example, you go to a nice dinner, you have a great day out, you have a great time reading a book. Anytime you're doing something good, just doing something well, you're experiencing harmony, peace, joy, love. And then what the brain will do is we'll go, hold on a sec, we've reached the limit of how much good, energy, peace, joy, love I can feel. And the brain reaches its upper limit, which is different for every human being. And when it reaches that thermostat of how much good, harmony, love it can feel, it will bring to you a memory. It will bring to you, stop you in your tracks and make you go, uh-oh, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? That's how your upper limit works. Example, if you're a parent and you look at your child and they're sleeping soundly asleep and suddenly you think, oh my gosh, what if something happens to this kid? That becomes your upper limit. And if you can be conscious to your upper limit, and in the moment when your brain hiccups and brings you a memory because it thinks it's had enough, if you can remember that it's an upper limit, it's just a thought, it's not true, it's just a thought, and you can just pause yourself and think, what am I trying to get? What is trying to come through me? Because in that moment, you're about to have a breakthrough. In that moment, you're about to have an aha moment. But if you can just see that upper limit through, recognize it for what it is, it's just a thought, it's a limit that your brain has had of how much good you can feel. And if you can recognize it for what it is, then you can allow, okay, what's coming up for me? And that is going to allow you to put away the thought, the negative memory. The second thing that you want to do is you want to be able to forgive. Now, what do I mean by forgive? We all know forgive and forget, and that's the best policy. Of course it is, but here's how to practice it. I've been doing this for a little while now, and it's something that I learned from Vishaan Lakwani. Before you go to sleep, you want to rewind the day, anything that happened during the day that you had a negative charge towards. A waiter spoke to you rudely, someone honked you on the road, someone was rude, you had a bad confrontation, whatever it was. Before you sleep or first thing in the morning, what you want to do is you want to forgive the person in terms of why would they do such a thing? And you want to look at it from their perspective. Vishaan Lakwani talks about someone who had embezzled in his company, however, it was a big amount of money. And he said, how can you possibly forgive someone like that? I mean, once he was able to get himself to flip it, and he thought maybe that guy did it because he grew up without money. Maybe he thought the only way to get anywhere in life is to steal. He thought maybe that guy stole because, well, he thought his family was about to be on the verge of bankruptcy. So he was trying to empathize, is the word, put himself in the other person's shoes. When you can do that, it's not excusing the other person's behavior, not at all. What it's doing is freeing up your energy space and your headspace, because guaranteed you're going to think about that at night. It's going to keep you keep you awake. Guaranteed you're going to feel hostage towards that. So in order for your own sake to minimize the clutter in your energy, to minimize the clutter in your brain, so that your brain space can have the flow for creativity, for fun, for adventure, time for your family, you want to be able to practice something like this once a week, every single night, whatever it takes. But if you can do this on a regular basis, then you're not going to have the pile of memory crap and grudges that's going to be on top of you, and that's just going to create health hazards later on. So if you can start forgiving, and the way to do it is to find reasons why that person did it. See it from that perspective, not that it makes it correct, but it allows you to let go a lot easier and to forgive because you have something to give. Trust me, it really does allow you to take the nudge. It takes the edge off of being angry, being resentful, being regretful, and just having a charged feeling against you, because the moment you're charged towards this issue, you're taking away from what you really want to focus on. And so the sooner you can be able to do that, to forgive and find reasons for forgiving, making up stories in your head to forgive that person of why they would do such a thing, it doesn't excuse the behavior, but it excuses you from engaging in that and being taken away from what you really want to do, and the courage and the emotion and the time that you really want to give to something. So those are the two things. Number one, watch your upper limit, and number two, forgive. And that creates energy space that allows you to gain clarity of thought, that gives you better sleep at night. Let me know your thoughts down the bottom. What did you think? Will you be doing these exercises? As always, my advice to myself and to you is that life is a gift, and together, let's unbox it.